name. It says Señora Aguila.
Oh,
No, I don't
I
know.
put recording.
Okay.
Okay. Hi.
Good morning. Good morning.
Good
My name is Gisela
morning.
Aguila, and this is my mentor, Miss Lauren Abruzzi. And today we're going to be doing the post-observation for secondary 8th grade lesson in ELA for our target student, Owen.
Okay, so the lesson I thought was for I just want to start by saying that your lesson was meticulously planned. And I wanted to make sure I didn't forget to say that because I thought um, that was the major strength of this lesson, how you planned all your comprehension questions. So that being said, and we'll get back to that in a little bit, what do you feel was the strong part of this lesson, the best part that stands out to you?
I was very, very happy with the way the students were engaged and how they participated. And they were so very willing to share out, which I think is great because sometimes kids get reserved when they're unsure of what the right answer might be. But I think they were so very willing to just share out their thoughts, and when they were working together with a partner to just discuss a question. So I was very pleased at how well they participated.
Yeah, it seemed that your background information that you shared with them about the time period really really set in with them and they really understood it because they were so excited about the content and they were so excited to share with one another how that connected to all their prior knowledge. So that was pretty fantastic. It
I
was
think
good.
one of the key things with this population of children is helping them to imagine,
Yes.
like bring to life those words through the examples of trying to identify like the setting of the 1800s and helping them to imagine what that would be like.
Yeah. Now, theme is a really hard thing to teach these particular kids. It's just very abstract. And I liked how you brought them to the theme by using the plot and the setting. Can you talk a little bit about that?
Yeah. So when we initially started the lesson, it was important to recap. Number one, to like recap, who the character, who the main character is, where it's taking place, which, they were able to recall that it was like an orphanage, and subsequently events that were happening. So the review and the recap was really critical, I feel, to set them up to help them become the little investigators, as we did in our little discussion, to become
Yes.
investigators to help us identify moments in the story that would lead us to the theme ultimately, which is the gender role. So all the review and the recap was really important to help us get there.
Yeah. And you also started your whole entire lesson reviewing with them theme. Don't forget that. Right. I
Correct.
know that um, they had such a solid understanding of what a theme is prior to you doing this whole lesson that they were excited to incorporate what they already knew. And I thought that that was pretty fantastic. You have really good time management skills and behavior management skills. And I'm with, I've been teaching resource special education for a really long time. And that is like the number one issue, especially with our learners in our school, behavior management and time management. And you really you nailed that. I have to compliment you. And I think that this is where your teaching all these big groups all the time is you're pulling strength from that for the smaller groups.
It
It's
definitely helps for sure.
Yeah, it was. Now, how would you change anything for next time, or do you like how it went? What when you reflect on it, what do you think?
I like the flow, and again, jam packed with activities, and I do enjoy that. I think it worked well for our group.
It did.
I feel like I would like to have more discussion time. So I can see that this lesson can go on for a couple of days, stretch
Mhm.
it out, give them more ample opportunities to discuss different elements of what they're reading, to have the think, pair, share activities. I would
Yes.
like more of that, think, pair,
Yeah.
share. so they can like use each other as soundboards with different
Right.
ideas.
Yeah.
So that would be great,
Yeah.
to do that going forward.
But it went really well overall. I'm trying to make sure I didn't forget anything else. I think I got it all. I mean, it was great. I mean, this is a hard thing to teach. Theme is very tricky to teach, and you seem to really connect it to the
Good,
plot,
I'm
the
glad.
setting, the theme. Is there anything else you'd like to add in?
No, again, this is out of my element.
Yes, I know. You did a really good job with it.
Yeah, but I enjoyed the whole reading with them. I enjoyed how some of the kids that are more introverted, they were willing to raise their hand and say, "Yeah, I'll read this time," and
Yeah,
taking it paragraph by paragraph. So it's great to see when the kids are open,
yeah,
um, and taking a risk per se
exactly.
with
You've
reading.
done a good job of getting them excited about a book, which is a really important thing to do. So
Yeah.
good
Well, thank
job.
you so much. Thank
You're
you so much for all your
welcome. You're welcome. No problem.